What's going on, people? Welcome to 137 Works, and today we have episode 1 of Will It Drift for Forza Motorsport 7. Basically, today's car is the Lamborghini Murcielago LP670-4 SV. And it was suggested a long time ago by Lachlan Cunningham. I don't even know if you still watch these videos, dude, but appreciate you. Basically, as standard, obviously with the rear wheel drive swap, it's got 661 horsepower, 487 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 3,607 pounds. And kind of the initial thoughts were that it grips up and goes really well off the line, pulls away from the 50 roll really good. You just kind of get up and go. There's loads of grip. Being a mid-engine, kind of rear-engine car, it's technically mid-engine, but the weight is all over the rear tyres. You can really feel the weight and kind of the grip of the rear of the car pushing down. Being pushed down by the engine. The brakes are nice and responsive. That middle section, the transition section of the Silverstone circuit, the brakes help that along really well. If you just need to tap the brakes, it swings around the back end. But that being said, the power really makes up for the first point. The extreme grip is offset by the amount of power basically. Third gear, just a little too long for the long corners than Silverstone. Second gear is just a little bit too short, so basically the tune at the end will fix that. But with good control, it's completely possible to drift. It definitely needs some work though, like that goes without saying. Basically then for the medium build, we've got 661 horsepower again, 487 foot-pounds of torque again, and it weighs 2,942 pounds. So the mods that I did were race springs and weight reduction, all drivetrain to race, Craigar wheels, and basically it's still one of the things I forgot to say in the first point. It's very understeery, and that's still the case in this one. The weight just pulls you wide as soon as you enter in. If you don't have a serious control of the car, the weight in it pulls the background and just pushes you wide towards that transition thing. It's very hard to keep it online basically while keeping it smooth and in drift and stuff like that. The power obviously still being the same. I didn't apply any power upgrades because 600 odd horsepower is plenty. But the delivery is much faster with the gear changes, obviously with the drivetrain and stuff like that, to race faster gear changes, to being able to deliver that power a little bit better. And the lighter weight make it a lot more pleasant to drive. It doesn't bog down, third gear works a lot better. But you do have to do a lot of clutch kicks and a lot of handbrake pulls to keep the car sideways. It doesn't want to, I think it's just keep in mind, it is still nearly 3,000 pounds. In and around 3,000 pounds, so it is still a fairly heavy car, but you can definitely see the potential. That's the one thing that stood out the most in it. While it's not the most pleasant to drive, the potential is definitely there. So for the full build, what I call the full build and tune, which is available on my storefront, or if you search, I think it's Will It Drift EP1, so Will It Drift, all one word, EP1. It's got 701 horsepower, 497 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 3,004 pounds exactly. Basically, very fun. Still just a little bit understeery. It can definitely handle big entries if you've got the skill to control the weight of the car and the fact that it's mid-engine. If you can control all those weird aspects to it, you can definitely throw it in. Obviously we're using Silverstone here. You can definitely throw it into that first corner, and it can handle it if you really are kind of careful with it. My gear, and I noticed, was poor. I made the third gear way too long again after adjusting it. And then second was pretty nice, but that's not what you want for a drift car. You don't want to be taking corners in second gear if you can help it. So that was my tune though, not the car. Actually, the car felt really nice. The bumping horsepower up to the kind of round even 700 or whatever I said it was, helped a lot. And the tune, then obviously putting in the tune, being able to adjust the suspension and everything like that, really tightened it all up and just made it a really nice little package. Actually, I was quite pleasantly surprised. I was expecting some big horrible overpowered mess of a car to come in and have me spin out every time I tried to enter the corner. But basically what we're all here for, will it drift? Yes. I think the combination of my rustiness in general with Forza, I haven't played in a long time, I'm still kind of getting back into it. The fact that I'm not amazing in Silverstone, that transition section always messes me up. And the fact that obviously the car is just a mid-engine kind of boat. It is 3,000 pounds mid-engined. Just like they combine to make it not as smooth as it could be. There's definitely improvements to be made there, both on my end and on the car's end. But I definitely think with time and effort, there's absolutely no reason why this thing can't be an amazing public lobby kind of sleeper drifter. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. It's not ideal. It's not the best car, obviously. It's not an S chassis. It's not an R34. It is out there. It is random. That's kind of what the suggestions tend to be for Will It Drift. Excuse me. But it's definitely good. There's absolutely no doubt about it. It's one of those weird cars that I'd actually genuinely consider putting a fair bit of time into, and kind of tuning and getting it a little bit better, because it's just fun. There's something really fun about sliding a Lamborghini with 700 horsepower. But that's basically it. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.